Alright, this is lesson 28 from Unit 7. Today we're going to talk about the flat scales, in particular the F scale and the B flat major scale. Using the same pattern for tetrachords, you can build the flat scale with the F major with the F and C tetrachords. C is the first tetrachord of the C major scale. And you see here we have an F major scale written out. Here is our first tetrachord, F, G, A, B flat. And here is our second tetrachord, C, D, E, F. And notice here's our whole step in the middle. So just to review, the pattern of whole steps and half steps for any major scale is whole, whole, half, whole, 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 half. You start on any key on the piano and you apply that series of whole steps and half steps, and you're going to have a major scale. The other scale we're going to talk about is the B flat major scale. It is made up of the B flat tetrachord and the F tetrachord, joined by a whole step. So notice we have two flats, B flat and E flat. Back in the F major scale, we just had one flat, B flat. Okay, let's go ahead and work this out together. It says, write tetrachords starting on the following notes, then add the note names below the staff. The notes must be in alphabetical order. Remember to include the necessary accidentals and write where the whole and half steps occur above the staff. Okay, so we're going to write a tetrachord starting on B flat. So we need a whole step, and a half step. We're going to be starting on B flat. So up a whole step from B flat is C. Up a whole step from C is D. And up a half step from D, we go up to E flat. So a B flat tetrachord is made up of B flat, C, D, and E flat. Next we're going to write an F tetrachord in the bass clef. We need a whole step, and a half step. We're going to start on F. Up a whole step from F is G. Up a whole step from G is A. And up a half step from A is B flat. So our tetrachord for F is F, G, A, B flat. Next we're going to write a tetrachord starting on C. We need a whole step, half step. Up a whole step from C is D. Up a whole step from D is E. And up a half step from E is F. So you'll notice our C tetrachord does not have any accidentals, C, D, E, and F. Alright, next we're going to write an F major scale in the bass clef. So we need a whole step, half step, whole, half. Here's our first tetrachord. There is our second tetrachord, and they are joined in the center by a whole step. So starting on F, a whole step above F is G. A whole step above G is A. A half step above A is B flat. A whole step above B flat is C. A whole step above C is D, with the stem down, because it's on the third line. A whole step above D is E. And a half step above E is F. So you'll notice we have one flat, B flat. So the key signature for the key of F is one flat, B flat. Okay, next we're going to write a B flat major scale in the bass clef. We need a whole step, half step, whole, half. Here's our first tetrachord. There is our second tetrachord. And here's our whole step that joins them in the center. So let's start on B flat. We need to note that's a whole step above B flat. That would be C. A whole step above C is D. A half step above D is E flat. A whole step above E flat is F. A whole step above F is G. A whole step above G is A. And a half step above A is B flat. So there is our B flat major scale. You'll notice it has two accidentals, B flat and E flat. This concludes our lesson for today, Lesson 28 of Unit 7.